How's it going, Aries? Thank you so much for checking out my channel here, Reflexive Moon Tarot. My name is Sarah, and we are doing your reading for the new moon happening in Aries. It's also coinciding with a solar eclipse in the northern part of North America, or maybe central. Anyways, it doesn't matter. There's going to be one, and it's going to be great. Lots of fiery energy happening, a renewal of fiery energy. So very Four of Wands type of vibes on like a big picture level, macro level. So if you're into this content, be sure to throw a thumbs up my way and subscribe if you want to see more. But yeah, let's get into this reading for you. So we're going to start off with the Moon Oracle deck, or a portion of it, sticking with the lunar phases of this deck to sort of set the tone and see what we can center this reading in. So we have a waxing air moon. So the signs Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. The first quarter is the first week after the new moon, so that could be significant. Adaptability is the theme of this card. So using our minds, adjusting our mindset, and remaining adaptable, embracing transformation. That is the core of adaptability. So let's see what the cards have to say for Aries today. For the new moon in Aries. Yeah, it's your sign. We got the Emperor and your card. Aries all around. So much confidence. It's just like taking over the situation. There is no avoiding it. You are in your element. You are the creator of systems that function on a prime director. So sometimes this involves designating tasks and telling people what to do. It involves creating relationships that are centered in loyalty so that you know that who you are ordering around will do what they're told to a certain degree. But I feel like the best approach to this is to be level with the people that you're designating tasks to, obviously. A smart emperor doesn't sound like or behave like a tyrant, unless if they're reversed, then that is definitely the case. But that's not where we're at right now. You're concerned with creating systems. This could be with regards to knowledge sharing. It could be things like urban planning or related areas of life. What else? I really feel like it has to do with not books, but knowledge sharing, and creating a system where you're able to be transparent and you're able to effectively understand whether or not the knowledge that you are sharing is being absorbed. That's kind of a big deal. Because it doesn't matter how confident you are in knowing that what it is that you're trying to teach or what type of system you're trying to implement within an organization, even like a family or community or workplace environment. Whether, like, it doesn't matter how confident you are and how well you think it's going to work. You need to know. So things like what's the word? Quality assurance and performance reviews, stuff like that are important. It looks like, though, you're already good. It looks like you are being celebrated on some level and that your leadership skills are being acknowledged in some type of way. Sometimes I find that the Six of Wands is really just being able to connect with your own capacity for validating your assets within a situation or just in general. Because if you can't acknowledge your own awesomeness, it doesn't matter how much other people acknowledge it for you, it's not going to sit right with you. And it's just not gonna fly. Overlooking the situation, the universe is telling you, though, that either you're being a bit of a workaholic on some level, or you need to pay attention to some more details with the tasks that you have that you're responsible for. So maybe you do need to designate them a little bit more, like micro, like maybe you need to manage a little bit more micro style. Not completely hover over people, but just follow up a little bit more often, perhaps. But this also could mean that you need to get your hands a little bit more dirty too. It doesn't matter how well recognized you are, if you're not willing to be down to earth enough to sort of get your hands dirty and do the work yourself as well, to level with the people that you are responsible for. It's almost like you have to show your team that you're completely capable of doing what it is that they're doing. And that you're willing to put in some blood, sweat, and tears. Or even to show that you have put in some blood, sweat, and tears. And that you're fully capable of going back to that. That you're not above that. That's really, really important. That you don't let this recognition, like, inflate your ego. And that's like, so easy for you because as an Aries, you're just naturally inclined to think that having a big ego is a character asset, and it's not palatable for a lot of other people. So in order to remain down to earth, or like appearing that you're down to earth, or that you're connected with the ground, that you need in order to burn your massive explosive fire, you really just have to like get your hands dirty a little bit. No big deal. Oh, we got the High Priestess and the Ace of Pentacles. So lots of earth energy. We'll put the Ace of Pentacles within your subconscious. You're very, very like centered in wanting to grow some new opportunities that you are acknowledging, or not acknowledging, but that are being presented to you. It's almost like you have this renewal of humility, renewal of understanding that there's always room for growth, and that no matter what, you can always find yourself in a position where you're having to start from the bottom in some type of way to grow an enterprise. Your knowledge is what you carry with you. Your sacred knowledge, your sacred understanding of life, of the sacredness of life. And also like the cycles of life. So cycles might be important to you or significant, and maybe incorporating, because this is very like all about this energy is very fiery and also earthy. So trying to be more mindful of cycles that are about like organizational structures, like fiscal years and that sort of stuff. I'm not really down with all of those things, but I know that they are very important when it comes to manifesting. So doing your taxes, this is the time. The time to either figure out how to do that yourself, or the best person that you can either pay to do or find some type of community service that supports you in trying to sort that out. Forward movement. Moving on to greener pastures for the purpose of your self-improvement, of your advancement in life, and also for the advancement of those you're responsible for. Or it doesn't necessarily have to be like kids or spouse. It could just be like your future in general, or even the future of all the things that encompass your day-to-day grind. This can be upgrading your home, your neighborhood, your not necessarily a neighborhood upgrade, but just somewhere like a different location that fosters growth. So if where you're at right now is limiting your growth, then you need to figure out a way to get yourself out there. And it doesn't mean you need to completely uproot where you're at. It just means you need to get yourself in other places. Go explore some new areas. Okay, so we have the 10 of Cups. It's reversed. So your attitude, interestingly, there's a certain level of unhappiness that you either are expressing or that you're feeling and not expressing. It looks like other people see that you're happy, and your ability to nurture others is really powerful. You're also very intuitive with the Queen of Cups. People see that maybe you're like a psychic advisor, or you just help people in a way that is sort of motivational, and that helps to nurture the feelings of others as well. You could have some significant water placements, Pisces or Cancer or Scorpio in your chart. But for some reason, despite all of this, there is like an unsettling unhappiness. Like maybe what you dreamed for yourself, it seems like it's not within reach anytime soon. Maybe like nuclear family was something that you wanted, and that hasn't happened for you yet. This could also just be that whichever way like you're doing well, it may not be seen as like a normative form of success. Like it may not be valid in a normative way, but you are completely not worshipped, but seen as like a leader within your circle. And even like, despite the fact that things might not be normative for you, that I really feel like it's on you, that you need to adjust. You need to adjust the pressure of society, like the societal norms that we are forced to subscribe to. They really just make us unhappy. And maybe this is also stuff that you need to unpack a little bit too. I wonder why it is that you have that. We can clarify that in a moment. Let's just see what else we got going on. Page of Cups. So there could be a young person on your mind that gives you a little bit of anxiety. You might be worried about an immature person in your life. This could also be you wanting to make sure that you don't go back to being a little bit of a player or a hater, or just, not being emotionally inclined to do well for yourself on various levels. And like the Page of Cups is really manipulative, and they're not really smart about it. So that's why most of the time I find that they're like usually a young person. They really do behave very immaturely. Like the type of person that, just completely repeats over and over again that they want to be in a relationship, that they really just are interested in somebody because they want to be in a relationship and they just want to bed them, and it's tacky. So we have the Four of Swords. It's reversed. There's some inventory work that you still need to do. So take this like a grain of salt. But at the same time, I strongly suggest you be really like very rigorously honest with yourself about what is making you unhappy. And it could be that there's just like either a young person or just some things that you haven't gotten over from when you were young. Okay. And like you have the knowledge, like you have a very deep understanding of how you operate, and you're in touch with the divine feminine aspect of yourself, so that the parts that are nurturing, like you're fully capable of nurturing yourself, and you completely have a very high regard for you and all that encompasses you and what you're capable in terms of managing any situation, whether it's financial, whether it's your household, whether it's your position in community. And subconsciously, like there's a serious space for growth that, you're like the soil is super fertile within your subconscious. Like your ideas are amazing and people see that. So don't question yourself, and know that forward movement is the name of your game right now. There just is some detailed things that you need to make sure you're paying attention to. And that could be what is making you unhappy. It's a little bit mundane when you're dealing with the Eight of Pentacles at times. What else? But inventory work, being honest with yourself and being able to look outside of yourself and being able to critique the things that require improvement and growth. Because there's something that, there's ideas, there's things that you're doing that where the foundation might be a little bit weak, or you might be a little bit too impatient or not happy with what it is that you've done in your life in terms of the turnaround that you see. I feel like I want to use a different deck to clarify some more. Just see what pops up first. We got a little bit of time here. Yeah, there's something like there's a blockage that you're dealing with, Aries. I'm not sure what that is. Let's see, let's pull. Let's just clarify with a different deck here. What is this blockage that is keeping Aries holding back a little bit with what they want to be happy? So love, family. There's like maybe you're struggling to find connection, or you need to connect with some like-minded people, kindred spirits. Maybe it's been a minute since you've done that. And yeah. Yep. Like I want to say, like, if you're single, then I don't think this has to do with finding someone to love. I just think this is just being at peace even with your inner child, and trying to connect with kindred spirits, with family, and even finding somebody that you connect with that has that sort of home-like feel for you. So maybe not somebody that is new and exciting, but somebody that makes you feel like the good old days. That could be just even a general experience that you're looking for. Like maybe you want to go and reminisce and check out places that you grew up, stuff like that. There's so many possibilities as how you can remedy this situation. I feel like you'll know the answer the most out of anybody. But speaking of nostalgia, let's whip out this good old Tarot Affirmations deck. And close off this reading for Aries. We have the Three of Coins. So, people that you need to work well with. Maybe old people from work too. But anyways, let's see what the card has to say. Okay. I am focused, the sifting and shifting of priorities that occurs in the initial stages of a project. I am tenacity. I am committed to seeing this project through. I am sustained energy. I work patiently and steadily to realize my ideas. I am cooperation. I recognize the value of working with others toward a common goal. I am artist, spirit, knowledge. I am developing the skills I need to carry out my dreams. So, despite maybe being a little bit bored or unhappy with what it is that you're doing, like you just need to stay focused, basically. Stay focused. You can't save your face and your ass at the same time. Okay. I mean, I feel like that's a little bit restrictive, but let's go with it. Is there a secret you're keeping? Is ego keeping you from being honest about who you really are? Go ahead and admit where you effed up. Seriously, we're all F-ups in some way. Welcome to being human. Do you, baby. All right, Aries, that is all that we have for today. Happy new moon, and we will catch you next time.